Okay guys, let's get back on this Garod M33 that I've been working on. It's just about 100% complete. Still need to throw in my permanent line cord and throw in the safety cap from an electrical perspective, but I've got the radio. I've had it baked in now on the Variac for about 2 hours playing, and it's time to get started on the RF alignment. So we'll just follow the alignment directions here, starting with the IF adjustment as it calls out there. So I've already got the signal generator. It's been warming up for about an hour as well, and got it set on the frequency counter, and I've validated I've got 456 kilocycles. So let me go ahead and just read through the directions here and make the connection points, and we'll get started. Okay, let's get started here. We'll start out here with the second IF. Let me turn the signal down. I've got the meter hooked up to the excuse me, the output of the 43 tubes. I'm looking at the plate output, and I've got a bypass capacitor hooked up, so I'm just monitoring the AC voltage at that point. Let me volume's wide open there. Sorry about the racket it makes, but that's what you get when you do an alignment. And my apologies for my arm there being in the view for a moment, but okay, that looks like it for that one. Do the same thing here. Let me just turn this down some, the gain. Alright, I'm going to need that signal back up just a touch. A little touchy there. Alright, that looks like it. Okay, let me get the next IF here adjusted. Again, both of these are 456 kilocycles. Okay, let's get started on the next IF. Looks like that one was spot on. Okay, the IF's adjusted. Let me go to the next steps here. Okay, continuing on here, I'm moving on to the 16 megahertz or 16 megacycle adjustment. And in doing so, I'll be adjusting right here in this area, and I'm actually adjusting the oscillator trimmer. And according to the directions, it's going to be my first trimmer adjustment here, and then I'll move over to the antenna coil here. So let's see what happens here. I've already got the receiver switched over band switch wise to the first shortwave band, and I've got the dial adjusted to 16 megacycles, or again 16 megahertz, and I should be able to adjust this trimmer for peak. And it's a touchy little thing, that's for sure. Alright, let me check and see how close I am. It's pretty close there. Okay, up next it says for me to move over again in front of the IF transformers. The upper trimmer again is the one for the wave band that I just completed. After the oscillator is adjusted, the antenna trimmer should be adjusted for maximum output. Again, that's found in front of the antenna coil, which is directly in front of the 6A7 tube. And the 6A7 is right here. So it'll be here. And the lower trimmer is the one for this band. There are no other adjustments on this band. So looks like it's my lower adjustment here. And I'm not getting much movement there. I've got my max signal applied. I think about right there. We'll come back to that and see. Okay, let's move on to the next adjustment. Okay, up next I'll be adjusting the 1400 megahertz, excuse me, 1.4 megahertz or 1400 kilocycles. And I've already got the band switch set there. I've got my again frequency generator or signal generator already set as well to 1400 kilocycles. So the first adjustment, the oscillator resides again here, and it will be the bottom adjustment looking at the directions. So let me just double check myself here before I make any movement. Yep, it's the bottom, and then we'll move over here again to the antenna coil, and it will be the top adjustment. And again, I'm just double checking. Okay. Put that in there. Touchy, as you can see. Alright, I'm going to leave it right there, and I'm going to rock the tuning. Turn the gain down some. Okay, I'm just a little off because I'm able to adjust above 1400. Okay, let me try that again here and see if I can get this to peak right here in this area. Alright, let me just check my dial and see how close I am. Looks pretty good. That's pretty close right there. Okay, let me get this next adjustment again, which would be the top adjustment here. And just make sure I'm looking at that correctly. I got my signal turned all the way down, and I'm still just reduce my volume some here so I'm not killing the video. But this next adjustment here is going to be on the oscillator cam. The detector trimmer is the upper on the detector antenna coil. So it'll be this upper control right here. So let's see what I've got. Increase the signal just a little bit and see if this makes any difference. Ever so slightly. Got a lever right there, it's almost all the way out. Okay, let's move on to the next adjustment. Okay, the next adjustment's the 600 kilocycle pattern adjustment, and it's located here. And we'll go ahead and make that adjustment now. I've got the dial set to 600 kilocycles. Looks like that should do it, and I'm going to rock the dial back and forth here. Double check my pointer alignment and make sure I'm spot on. Okay, that looks to be good. So let's move on now to the long wave adjustment. Okay, I've got the RF alignment complete. Followed the directions, which are kind of odd, but you can always go back and default on your just kind of basic setup principles. So I've done that. After I followed the lineup, I went back and set the signal generator to known frequencies and just validated everything on the dial. So I'm extremely close now and very pleased with the outcome. The long wave band was the furthest off. It actually adjusts over here on this side. There's two pattern adjustments you can't see that are out of view. And again, you've got the separate oscillator or antenna coil adjustment here, oscillator adjustments for the short wave and the broadcast band, and of course the two IFs here that are 456 kilocycles. So anyway, it aligned well. Not really sure how far off it was. It seemed like the IFs had been tweaked maybe to a different frequency because both changed you know, somewhat, but I didn't verify the frequency beforehand. So I've got just a few touch-up things to do on this. This will be my last video on the Garod or Garod M33. I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for all my new subscribers out there as well. I'll tidy this thing up, put a new power cord on it, and again I've got to get the safety cap mounted there across the line cord, and then come spring or summer we'll tackle the cabinet. At least that will be the plan. Again, thanks for following along. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. Much appreciated.